Isn't it exhausting and inefficient to manually check for the best crypto trading prices on all kinds of different centralized and decentralized exchanges and then have to carry out the trades? That's where price aggregators fit in. And these work in just the same way that Expedia would work to find the best deals for travel bookings, optimizing your activities in the space and giving you the best bang for your buck. But CeFi and DeFi very much run in parallel universes. DeFi has aggregators like 1inch and Uniswap, and then there are eToro and Crypto.com for CeFi exchanges like Binance. It's always been one or the other. That is, until OpenOcean entered the space. This is the first DeFi CeFi crypto aggregator. It's actually been out there for quite some time now, but we're excited about it right now, particularly because it just underwent a major upgrade, which seems to be providing maximum returns and swap rates, which are outperforming most other DEX aggregators. So what does this upgrade actually mean for traders like yourself, like myself? How does it work? And how can you maximize your trading returns using the OpenOcean DEX aggregator? Let's dig in. Hey guys, my name is Maddie and we are Altcoin Buzz, a crypto investing research company. We're very proud to say that we've been in this cryptocurrency space. It's been a wild ride. We've been in it for a few years now, and we have been making millionaires since 2017, not by accident either. We've been successful because we've made a lot of public, very high-profile bets on major winners like Ethereum, Binance, Cardano, Crypto.com, Engine, Matic Network, Chiliz, Quant Network, Polkadot, Uniswap, and many other 100x return projects. And so if you guys don't want to miss out on the next potential altcoin gem or moonshot, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Altcoin Buzz. Also hit the bell to receive notifications because some of this content is time sensitive. And by clicking the bell, you're basically setting up notifications such that YouTube will alert you every time we publish new content. But if you want to go to the next level and gain access to our early research tips on the next 100x crypto, that's where you need to be part of our paid membership program, which is called Altcoin Buzz Access. It is now live, and you can find the link to this service if you're interested in the description below. As always, before we proceed, you guys know it by now, but yes, investment of any kind really has corresponding risk. You're best to mitigate that risk with due diligence and research, but the risk never goes to zero. And so, just so you guys know, this video represents neither financial nor investment advice. I'd never dream to give you guys financial or investment advice. It's not what this is. With that being said, let's talk OpenOcean. So by way of introduction, why exactly are we so excited about OpenOcean? It's pretty simple actually, because when we get great pricing plus cross-chain swaps on all kinds of different blockchains, it's actually pretty easy to get excited. When we get maximum returns that outperform other DEX aggregators and the DEX aggregator is still free to use, we continue to get excited. And when we get 10 to 15% rebates while trading on Binance chain and Ethereum, we get even more excited. Can you blame us? Let's talk broadly about the project here. The CeFi and DeFi, that's centralized finance and decentralized finance worlds, rarely collide since the big three benefits of blockchain, or also known as the blockchain trilemma, are security, scalability, and decentralization. Some of you, perhaps those more technically inclined, are already aware of this. This means that their priorities are different and their use cases are different, various blockchains we're talking about now. DeFi goes for decentralization first, and then often it's followed by security and perhaps scalability, whereas CeFi has a bit of a different approach. CeFi prioritizes scalability, kind of, at least usually, to the detriment of decentralization. Well, OpenOcean seems to represent the rare financial exception, an app in the crypto economy that can appeal to both because it offers both CeFi and DeFi options. In fact, some are calling it CDeFi, that's centralized, decentralized finance. Let's talk value proposition now. It's actually pretty simple because sometimes the reality is you can get a better price to buy or to sell on Binance than you otherwise would, for example, on PancakeSwap. And sometimes you can get a better price on Sushiswap than on Deribit or Kraken. So OpenOcean says, why limit yourself to only the DEX or centralized exchange pricing when you can get the best of both worlds? The enormous increase in DeFi and financial apps in the crypto economy means there are exchanges and AMMs, that's automated market makers, that are constantly looking for liquidity and great pricing for themselves and their customers. And this is really at the core of what aggregators are trying to do. An aggregator's job is to take the many requests to buy and sell crypto and route them to the place where it gets the best price to execute the trade. Before OpenOcean, DEXs dealt with DEX aggregators and CEXs dealt with centralized aggregators. OpenOcean wants to offer great solutions for both of these markets, and many, including Binance and crypto VC Multicoin Capital, believe in this mission, and in fact, they believe in it enough to invest in the company. And as part of launching the new Atlantic upgrade, OpenOcean tested more than 4,500 swaps to see how its system coped compared to other DEX aggregators. And what they found was that 69% of the time, OpenOcean beat 1inch on price and on speed as well. And for anyone, whether it's a trader, AMM, or individual, 69% is a big difference. It's the clear majority, and it's good reason to give OpenOcean a try. And with over $66 billion in liquidity, that's $66 billion with a B, 1.2 million trades, and currently 350,000 customers, the public likes, or at least very much seems to like, ostensibly what OpenOcean is offering. Let's now discuss the team. So Cindy Ng and Leo Siu are the co-founders of OpenOcean, which started in 2019, but the service did not launch until late 2020. Ng brings banking and fund experience, and Siu is an expert in trading systems development. The team consists right now of about 25 people, mostly developers, and is based in Singapore. All right, let's discuss tokenomics. OpenOcean has 2 funding rounds, and the 2 rounds total $3.2 million in funding, which took place in March of 2021. Investors in those rounds got 5.6% and 4.92% of the initial supply of tokens, or the equivalent of 10.52%, which is equal to 7.89 million OOE. With an initial supply of 78.9 million OpenOcean tokens, again that's OOE, with a market cap of $98.4 million. There are 2 token standards for OOE. Number 1, ERC20, or the BSC, this is number 2, the BSC compatible BEP2 token. It's available to buy and sell on KuCoin. And the token has 3 distinct uses. Number 1, governance. It makes proposals and allows you to vote on proposals to improve OpenOcean. Number 2, trading and other services. OOE helps keep gas and trading fees down, especially for cross-chain transactions. And number 3, collateral. OOE can be used for margin trading or as collateral for margin lending. There's a total fixed supply of 1 billion OOE, and there is a fixed schedule for releasing new tokens into the market. All 1 billion will be issued within 5 years, with a schedule that gives 5.6% to the early strategic investors, 7.4% to the private placement investors, 29% to the development team called OpenOcean Lab, 33% for liquidity mining and open to users to get on the open market, 7% to the ecosystem by funding the Ecosystem Foundation to help other firms integrate with OpenOcean, and finally 16% to the management, with another 2% for the advisors. Let's discuss the ecosystem now in some detail, because this is something whose value is greater really than just the sum of its parts. The launch of OpenOcean version 2 in October, dubbed OpenOcean Atlantic, introduced a lot of new features. OpenOcean Atlantic runs across aggregated networks such as Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, Polygon, Solana, and Phantom. There's also support for OKX Chain, Tron, Ontology, and Heko. Soon, they will support Ethereum as well. They currently support the Binance exchange too, not just the Binance Smart Chain, and it's the one major centralized exchange that they do support. There is an ecosystem foundation designed to make future integrations of blockchains, trading partners, and complementary services easier, and the ecosystem foundation currently holds about 10 million OOE. All right, and as always, no discussion of a project is complete without consideration of its growth and longevity. For that, we're looking at the roadmap here. This is listed in the documentation section of their website and shows they are in the Atlantic Ocean stage right now. So goals for this stage are finishing in Q3 and entering Q4 2021. Some of these goals include adding more public blockchain networks like Solana. They currently support 10 different blockchains, but we'll be adding more. Another goal is supporting aggregator activities across chains and performing cross-chain swaps seamlessly for customers. They're also going to be adding more spot products. So spots are immediately settled in currency instead of futures that settle on a future date. They're further adding DeFi yield products to aggregator services. And finally, they're adding CeFi derivative products like USDT and coin-based futures contracts. What does the competitive landscape look like for OpenOcean? Well, on the CeFi, which is the centralized exchange side of this formula, aggregators like Crypto Radar, eToro, Binance, yes, technically Binance is an aggregator too, and CEX.io, all of these are basically direct competitors for OpenOcean. However, on the DeFi side of things, 1inch, Paraswap, and Matcha come to mind, but there's not really any one singular competitor that kind of does it all, both CeFi and DeFi, the way OpenOcean does. So yes, you can find competitors on either side of the aisle, but there's no direct competitors that's attacking both sides of this space in quite the way that OpenOcean is doing. And for that reason, we feel they have a pretty strong competitive advantage. Are there any potential risks? Yeah, there are a couple of risks you may want to keep in mind. Aside, of course, from the general risks involved with trading cryptocurrency, that's just a baseline sort of default assumption that you have to keep in mind. This is a super volatile space, but beyond that, yeah, maybe a couple of risks. For example, when considering the token itself, OOE, there will be 1 billion tokens when issued in total. That's a lot of tokens. And also, while the launch was considered fair with no pre-mining or other nonsense, it was highly concentrated, which again, not quite a major foul or anything, but just something to keep in mind depending on your profile, depending on what you look for in projects. Those are some tokenomic metrics that you may want to consider. Between management, early and strategic investors, advisors, and the development team, 58% of the coins are already allotted to individuals. And that means there is not really a ton of liquidity in the market, and those holders can sell really at any time after their lockup period ends. So just something to keep in mind. Lastly, all 1 billion coins will be issued within 5 years. This means it's one of the fastest emission rates we've seen from a cryptocurrency in a long time, and this could add downward pressure to prices. This is a major inflationary factor here. Let's talk about the major upgrade and our experience with it. So the biggest ever upgrade was represented by the Atlantic version. And in the Atlantic upgrade, there are some great new features. Some of these new features are aggregating more liquidity sources, so pricing is made even better. Upgraded order routing so that your orders process faster and hopefully are cheaper, usually they are. Adding more trading pairs, so now there are over 100 total pairs. There was the addition of the aggregator services that go cross-chain to improve pricing when swapping between the 10 blockchains they support. And so we decided to try out the new upgrade ourselves with 2 particular swaps. In the first swap here, we log in, we connect our wallet, and we do a swap of BNB for BUSD on the Binance Smart Chain. And you see on the bottom left corner that OpenOcean itself had the best rate, at least in this instance. Better than Binance, better than BuySwap or PancakeSwap. And there's a direct link to the BSC Scan Explorer to view your transaction after you've signed it into your wallet. So you can see in the pic that we really got a great price, at least based on our research for the BUSD, and only paid 91 cents to make the swap. That's pretty good. Now we're going to do an Ethereum swap. So we're going to swap ETH for stablecoin USDC. But first we have to switch out from the BSC chain to the ETH mainnet. Then we load in our 0.03 ETH. We want to swap for 142 USDC. We can also see that, again, OpenOcean has the best price, followed closely by both V1 and V2 of Uniswap. Although the app said Uniswap had the best pricing of the DEXs, you see this transaction was routed through Sushiswap. But that's the cool thing here. We don't really care as long as we get filled at a good price. In this case, the price was good, but we did pay $79 in gas fees to send $142. Ouch. But that's the entire ETH network, not just an OpenOcean problem. So all in all, the swaps were easy, fast, and were provided to us at very good prices. Just a couple of days back, OpenOcean announced the first round of its exciting referral program. The program will run for 1 month on 2 public chains, Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. You can actually refer your friends and both receive free rebates. Referees can receive a 10% rebate of their referral recipients' trading fees, while referral recipients can receive a 5% rebate on Binance Smart Chain, and for Ethereum, it's a bit different. Later this year, OpenOcean is going to add derivative trading products like options and/or futures, optimization of gas fees and slippage, which is an ongoing improvement, of course, since OpenOcean is always working to keep fees and slippage low. They're also adding an SaaS product that will help traders arbitrage between CEX and DEX prices. And they're also adding stop loss and limit order-based trading. And these are must-haves for advanced and professional traders. Okay, let's talk a little bit of price prediction and technical analysis. Right now, as you can see, the price of OOE has been in a range of kind of really between 26 cents and $1 for the most part. But for the last 6 weeks, OOE has been in a range from 60 to 75 cents. The chart today is showing 60.2 cents, and things are getting a little bit tighter, which may mean that OOE could be poised for a breakout in one direction or the other in the intermediate term. If you're like us, not financial advice, but if you're confident in what this project is trying to tackle, you're confident in what they're trying to accomplish, at least we feel that this coiling up of price tension will result in an upward trajectory. So ultimately, there are lots of things to like about OpenOcean. The fact is that too many people in cryptocurrency only consider decentralized solutions. But the fact is that very often the best price for a given crypto may well be on a centralized exchange. So at least as we see it, there's no reason why both shouldn't be considered when trying to make a move. It's also why we're bullish about OpenOcean. Let us know your thoughts about this project, guys, in the comments below. Once again, never financial advice, but hey, best of luck if you do choose to invest. Once again, check out our Altcoin Buzz access link in the description below if you want to be part of our paid membership group where we talk about early signals and price analysis. If you're still watching and you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, share, also hit the bell to receive notifications. Check out these other videos, which should be popping up right about now. Stay safe, members of the Altcoin Buzz army, and as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.